back? Yeah, that's just to be polite, really. You understand? The young man there is going to be a hard act to follow. I'll give it a shot. This is my first time doing something about in English, so this is what I call a virgin act. So you'll all be very nice to me, because this is like a nice part of this is more. Because you people who live here, you're very relaxed, you're not so contentious, you're very, what do you say, soft people, like chill people.
You are, right?
No, it's
Something
red.
happened there? No, but you're like relaxed, soft people. And at the same time, that normally means that you can get pretty good and quite cheap weed around these parts. Is that true?
More trouble!
You can get good weed here, sir?
I don't know.
You don't know? I'll just go on. I mean, I'm not trying to buy anything, I'm more like in the selling business. If you look at me, you'll realize which end of the buying and selling spectrum I'm looking at, right? I'm not
Smoker, more sell.
That's good.
That's nice. Thank you. Can you hear me in the back? Well, speaking of smoking, the normal kind, the legal kind. Any smokers here? Except me? No smokers. You're lying. No. I mean the legal kind, We got children here. We got one. And no smokers here. Oh yeah, she did it. Thanks, miss. And really, I was just having one outside, and you can't smoke inside in Sweden now. Pretty fascist state, if you ask me. But it would be really good. I mean, you can stand here and just stand up and have a drink, but you can't have a smoke, which would sometimes really help. It's sort of very relaxing, but you can't. So I'm not really a smoker. I'm what the Swedes call a party smoker. Do you hear the expression, party smoker? It's like occasional smoker. You only smoke at parties, so you're not really a smoker. So if you ask me, are you a smoker? Eric, my name's Eric. I say no, but I'm a party smoker. If you ask me in English, I'll say I'm bisexual. Like in, I have the occasional fag. I think that one worked quite well, really. For any Americans here, fag is a British word for cigarette. So, ha ha ha. Yeah, exactly. I was sort of added to this lineup pretty late, so, and I haven't done much stand-up comedy in Malmö, I've done it in Stockholm, so if you don't recognize me, that's like totally okay. I haven't been asked for autographs yet or anything, but we can do that later. Well, actually, I wasn't recognized earlier outside. A very young lady, she recognized me, but that was more like, where's my child support, you bastard? So, well, never mind, not important. I was sort of, some of you might have guessed I'm Swedish, but I was since this is an English gig, and I think I do have like not quite the Queen's English, but it's quite good. So I thought, well, maybe I'll try and trick them into believing I'm really English, just for fun. But then when I really thought about it, I thought, nah, never work. I'm far too good looking. Never work. Because I'm not trying to put anyone down. You're British? No. You won't tell me now. I'm not trying to put anyone down, but as any of you Swedes will know, whoever went to like Mediterranean on holiday, or in my case to Greece, you know what British people look like. It's like 1 week in the sun and they're still like pale, like Dracula, or like slightly pink. And everybody is like easily identifiable by like football jersey. Everyone has football jersey. Everybody has like skinhead and like floppy ears. Sort of like, the footballer Wayne Rooney? Yeah, they all look like that. And that's just the women. The guys are like, even worse. Even worse. It's horrible. Speaking of football, we are in Malmö. It's like football capital of Sweden. Isn't it? Yeah. We got any Malmö fans here? Yeah, a couple. Very nice. You, sir? Yeah. Malmö fan. Malmö fan, you must be really pleased. They won the championship, huh? Well, that's it. Congratulations, man. And I thought it was also very nice for you to like secure the championship not in the last game, but the game before that, because you won against Umeå at home. So then you could go away in the final game and win against Malmö and secure the gold medals. That was really good. That was really nice. And of course, there was like icing on the cake. Simone Bachmann, German player, she became MVP of the whole championship. Applaud, I think, MVP. So that was really nice. And oh yeah, the guys team, they won something as well. It's not really important, yeah. No one really cares. No one really, yeah. No one really cares. No one really cares. I'm supposed to tell you something about me as well. So it goes with this kind of thing. I'm a linguist. That's my profession. Oh, total silence. I think you're all thinking now, that's a nice way of saying you're unemployed. Normally it is, but actually I'm self-employed. So I have like a really good boss, very lazy people working for me. So yeah, it works. What else? Oh yeah, my girlfriend and I, we broke up recently. Yeah, very happy. Very happy. You're happy. Tell your mother I said hi. No, it's really okay. It's really okay because it was what you call a mutual decision. Totally mutual decision because both her and her new boyfriend, they totally agreed that me and her should break up. So it was very. It's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. What else? Oh yeah, I'm half Austrian. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe if I. That's a very popular joke in Austria, by the way. You should try. If you go to Austria, like find a policeman or something, and you try that. It's very popular. Very popular. I don't think maybe that's not a fair question to be like Austrian and ask people where you're from. I don't think like it's so easy. It would be different if I was like black. That'd be more sort of a giveaway. If I was black and asked you, pretty miserable. Yeah. Speaking of Austria, I was thinking about it. It was a couple of years ago. Who was the most famous Austrian in the world? Because it's a small country, they don't have too many internationally famous people. So I came up with 3 candidates. One was Schwarzenegger. You heard of him, right? Yeah. And he was governor back then. So I thought, well, he's probably pretty famous. And the second one was Hitler. You know him? Another classic, yeah. And the third one was Mozart. So when I thought of this, it was when Schwarzenegger was governor, as I said. So I thought, well, in America, it must be Schwarzenegger. Because Hitler, they think he's German, so he's gone. And Mozart, well, they never heard of him. Or the people, and I've tried this, the people who know Mozart, they would be like, oh yeah, that's that old piano playing guy. I was like, yeah, that's sort of correct. And then we'd speak a bit more. And then I realized they were thinking of Jerry Lee Lewis, not Mozart. So you got like 2 generations of American thinking Mozart, he got busted for drug possession, and he was good friends with Elvis, and he like sang Great Balls of Fire. That's Mozart in the United States. Well, to be serious, I think personally, if you leave the United States away for a bit, Hitler's got to be the most famous Austrian, unfortunately. But he got some stiff competition a couple of years back when they discovered this, the first one, the basement pedophile guy. Do you remember him? The Fritzer guy, yeah? He sort of started this whole trend with the basement pedophiles. He sort of put Austria on the map, really. And some of you might think, oh God, you know what he did, you know. He put his own daughter in the basement, he constructed like his own bunker, and then he got her pregnant and they had kids, and his wife didn't know anything for like 15 years or whatever. The thing is, you have to ask yourself, how could he, with his own daughter. You know what I mean when I say like that. You know, with his own daughter, they, you know, impregnated her. But then when you take a look, you look at a picture of his wife, you know, slightly more understandable, really. Not much, but just a wee bit. And when this occurred, I was thinking, maybe this is just some clever ploy by the Austrian PR department. They're sort of fed up being always identified with Hitler. So I have to think, we have to come up with something else. So they came up with him, and it worked, at least for some time. And we can all learn something from this, which is that sex will always sell better than violence. Right? Right? Yeah. Well, that's almost it for me. I'm going to try something here, and I hope you'll help me out. It's like this: when Swedes get interested in stand-up, what they'll do is they'll watch YouTube. You heard of YouTube, right? And they'll watch these predominantly American stand-up comedy acts. And what they do is like they use a lot of bad language and a lot of sex jokes and a lot of race jokes. That's sort of the whole thing. And the Swedes, unfortunately, a lot of them try to emulate that when they do gigs in English. And I didn't want to do that. But then I thought, you know, I'm doing this in English, and my friends were like, oh, you have to do it, you have to provoke a bit. So I thought, okay, I'll do a race joke. Okay? Everybody still here? So I hope you help me out. It's a joke, but it's like just one short sentence, so I hope you help me out with this. And not like throw things at me. So we'll all try a race joke here, okay? It's like my final joke tonight. Okay, this is my race joke. The 2013 Ferrari Formula 1 team. That was a total race joke. They ruined my whole season for me. Thanks everybody for having me. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thanks for playing on.